This is not a morning recipe, but it's about snacks. So, because later I'll be alone here because they are going to have a duty. So, I will prepare this while they are still sleeping. So, I'm going to prepare. So, what I'm going to do. Remember before I make a bubble tea or what we call it one? Milk tea. So, I will make for them a this one melon shake, but I will put a gulaman. So, this actually the two of this is really, I think it's been already 6 months the last time I buy this one, but still, because I cannot make it every day, so I will make then so they can break it later. And I will include this one also, the sago. Okay, then still I will use this one, the lime that I use when I'm making the pancit, and also the fresh watermelon. Now, so that is the drinks. Then I will make a sandwich. What kind of sandwich? This is something that actually I saw this one in a Korean show. Then don't forget pala the sugar. I forgot to say it, that sugar. Okay, back with the sandwich. So I saw something in a Korean, but the recipe is different. So I just make analyzation that what possible recipe I can use which is available here in UAE, which also available in the Philippines. So these are the ingredients that I assume. So this will be my first time to do this one, and I think it's really, the taste will be good because ding, this is what I told you when I make the pancit, that I will make a shrimp. I will use the shrimp later. So this is a salmon strip. So this is the cheapest salmon that we can buy here in UAE. Then the shrimp, butter, melted cheese, okay, cornstarch, paprika, powder black pepper. This one is the garlic, mayonnaise, a pinch of salt later, and sandwich or the sliced bread. Sandwich bread or sliced bread. So American bread. And my soju. So I really always put soju in my ingredients. I'm sure some will wonder why. Because I don't have rice wine. And rice wine is really popular in Korea and in Chinese dish. So when I already put that, it's hard for me to let go the soju or the rice wine, because I already taste it what it would be. So actually some chef that is the main secret. That's why if you have soju, make it a substitute of the rice wine. Okay, so I will first cook this one. I need to boil a water because I need that for the pearl, black pearl. So I will be needing that for black pearl and the sago. Actually, these two are just the same. I will use this one for my binignit because I'm planning to do a binignit. So we'll use that. I will delete the tapioca pearl. I will just use this one, black pearl. Okay, now is boiling. You have to put this one during it is boiling, or else you will be troubled. Then, if possible, put it gradually. Because before, the first time I did is I just put then cook. Then what happened, they stick together. So the technique, you have to boil water first. So gradually put the black pearl. I didn't know. So just only trial and error, keep on trial and error. Then I discover it needs only a boiling water first. Sometimes, I'm so lazy in reading how to cook it. That's my problem also. Now, my problem is nawawala yung pang-ano ko sa cellphone. Paano ko to still looking for a way. So, I can still manage to show you how my the procedure that I'm going to do. So, that's why I'm holding now my cell phone. Forgot where I put that one. So look, because I put it gradually, so they are not stick together. So that's only the secret of this one. Actually, you will be addicted with this one. That's why I'm trying not to eat always this one. Masarap kasing sago. This one, I buy this one 6 months ago. But it's up to you how you will handle because my sugar will rise. That's why. So, because I will do too many videos now because for my YT I have so many line up videos. Until now I cannot do because of I'm also busy. Okay, that is done. Do not overcook this one because it will turn its in gulaman. I will drain this one. Look. So that is it. Okay. By the way, once you drain this one, do not throw because you can put sugar for this. Then we can use that one. Okay? Yeah, may black pearl na ako. Yeah, okay? So, I will. So, I have already this one. That one, do not throw that one. Just put sugar. So, you have already the sugar for easy to melt the sugar. And you can use that one later. So, I already put it here. So, later I will just put something what I'm going to shake. But for my friend, the two of these, what I'm going to do, only this one for the watermelon. And this one, different because according to my friend, he doesn't like watermelon. So, okay, I will. This only the watermelon. Now for this, I will put sugar. I use brown sugar, okay? Not white. Although you can use also white, but I just noticed some of the shaker, they will use brown. Before, I thought it is because cheap compared to the white. But I think my tongue right now is so sensitive when it comes to so the reason is because it is much more nice to combine with some other beverage. So since because it is still hot, I can use this one. Maybe try to taste. Need more. Later, then I will just put additional with the shake. Okay, I will separate this one. So, this is the liquid that I put also a sugar. So, I will put each one of it. I need to wala na ng isa. Okay, sorry po. I will get something. Okay, parang naparami to. O, yan. Okay. Then, I will make now the okay, now, since I will do first the sandwich, because once I'm going to do the shake already, so the ice will melt. So, I will do first this one. So, later, I will do all that one. So, one thing I need to consider is this one, the shrimp. So, I need to peel this one. That's why in the pancit, I didn't include this one. I only use the head. Because I need now the laman, the meat of the shrimp. So the one I saw in the online is they use clams, the meat of the clams, and some scallop, which is not, it's so hard to look for scallop here. Although there is, but it's rare, kumbaga. And expensive also. So, this is the best I can substitute. And I'm sure it's still the same. It's so delicious. So, Especially the shrimp is really patok naman talaga ang shrimp in any dish. So this is my first time to do this. Okay, it's not my second time, first time. So I think you will ask me, did I failed many times? Of course. In order for you to make the dish perfect, it's really a part of the, even the chef, they really failed many times. It's just that it's up to you if you still going to pursue that kind of dish, then make again an alternative. What is the possible ingredients that you are going to use? Maybe you're wondering why I'm talking, because I'm sharing my experience. So this one is based on my experience, because some of my friends asking that, do I really cook? And do I fail many times? So yeah, I really fail many times. So I put it here. This one I already washed this one, so I will put it here also, because I'm going to shake that one. Now the garlic. I will not use this one, only this one. I'm just showing the garlic, because I don't want this to be too much garlic, because maybe the taste will be covered by the garlic. So why I'm going to shake? Because salmon will really make a something with the, because we know salmon is too much oily, especially if you're going to put too much, it will become oily, and a low heat, it will really oily. So that is what I'm trying to, because we will just oven this one or microwave, but I will just use microwave because I don't have a oven. But my friend does have, but I'm just only using microwave. So easy for me to use microwave. And actually, she doesn't like this one, brown bread, that is all the usual that I already buy. So mayonnaise, usual mayonnaise is really nice when it comes to bread, so you have to put that one. I will put the sesame seed. This one later, I will put this later. The paprika. So, the black pepper. Mamaya ang paghuhukom. Salt. Pinch of salt. Rice soju. Oops, just enough. Okay, mix, mix, mix. Then we will if you have other fish, then at the same time combine with the shrimp, it's okay. The only thing that I use salmon is I can provide the salmon meal easily. Any bakala right now here really selling strip salmon because they know Filipino really love to buy that one. Especially Filipino if the Filipino ingredients usually they can find it, you can find also this salmon strip. Try to taste. Yes. So you're wondering why I taste it's not yet cooked. Filipino usually really eat some raw like fish. What do you call this one? Kilawi and kinilaw. So this one is just your guide. I asked a friend Syrian. I told him that Filipino and also a Jordanian friend, a colleague, because they are planning to go in the Philippines. And also, of course, I really introduce our land, our country, our home, my home, where I really. So they are planning with their family because they know it's really cheap to go in the Philippines, and aside from that they can really eat fresh. But one thing I told them regarding about the kinilaw, but they are not used to when it comes to raw, and I'm just only tasting it if it's really good. So this is now the filling. Okay. I just need to cut this one because I saw them to remove this one. Don't worry, this one will not be thrown, just thrown. Me, if possible, all the parts will not be thrown. Because I'm also eating that one. That's why I'm so fat right now, because I cannot simply throw something. Because I know there too many people are not eating. Actually, it's okay not to put this one, because look, it has already the oil. It has already the oil. I think no need for me to put, because it has oil already. I will just put at the top, so it will be uh, so at the top I will put, so it will be something crispy, I think, once it will be oven. Ay naku, hindi ito pan diet. Grabing ano. Hindi ito pan diet. Then I'm going to eat outside, so this is way better that I'm the one who preparing my food, right? Now, this is it. Ay. Actually, I saw this one in Korean, and she prepared too many. And she also shared it to her friend, and she's really, I love her. She's one of my idol Korean star in Korean showbiz. And I will put at the top. Now, I will cut it. 1, 3. Because she did a tidbit style. Just imagine. So this is really nice to bring in the office. So excited, and I'm also wondering what is the taste, but actually when I taste it, it's really nice, so I'm not nervous. Now the second one. Why this one is removing, because once it will not remove, and cutting, I think that's the reason. I don't know, because I have also a friend that she doesn't like this one, so I think maybe some doesn't like this, maybe, I don't know, because me, I'm not, when it comes to food, it's okay for me. So next time, me and my son, we will just go around, check some new idea of food, tasting of food. And this one, if will not be finished, I will make it a bola-bola. O diba? It's additional also idea. What you think? Of course. Waiting. I'm so sexy for my body. I don't know much, you know what I mean. Ah! Ako. I'm so sexy for my body. In the Philippines, I can't do this too much because, you know, the budget is not the same here and the cost is really not the same. So, of course, I need to budget. So, don't assume that I can still do this in the Philippines. So, if I'm going back, maybe next year or next year, so most of my cooking by next year or the following year, maybe more on Filipino food, but I'm still going to try some cuisine that I managed to try here. If you have a oven, use oven. Me, I will be just using microwave. So, this is nice for my brother because they can prepare it in the evening, then just put it in the fridge. Then in the morning, they will just put it, spread it with the sandwich, with this one. I can also make some for this for my son upcoming baon soon. So now it's in microwave oven. So I set in 3 minutes. Because I forgot to put the cheese, so it's okay that I put a cheese, because first I need to cook first the meat that I put inside. Then now another 1 minute just to melt down the melted cheese. So I already set 3 minutes 3 times. Then the last minute, which is 1 minute, for the melt of the cheese. So now what I'm going to do with the leftover. So I still have leftovers. So I plan this one to put it here, then at the same time shake it again. Then put the cornstarch. So I will shake it again with the some of the this one. Problem is I'm going to put this one in a, because there is oil with the salmon, this one will be watery. So I plan to put it here. Then oven again. I will check what is the taste later. Then I can still put something at the top. So I will oven this one. Diba? Okay. We can do something 3 in 1 video. And hope you will follow this one. Because I'm sure this is really, the taste of this really good. Because of course it's salmon. I'm sure him. Okay. Because we put cornstarch, additional salt, and at the same time the bread, then we will oven, so it means it's again different compared to the other one. So okay. So 3. We will wait. I will tell you later how many minutes and how many it was turn it on. Now back to our shake. So this is the watermelon, the ice. Maybe I will just only do 2 set right now, because later I need to make a new one for the for the ice. Because they don't like also watermelon, so Me and my one housemate will be the one to have the watermelon. Because my other friend doesn't like the watermelon shake according to her. So, instead of four will be sharing for this one because the boyfriend of my friend is here, I will just make it 2. So, I will check first regarding about the, because later I will use for her is the, because we have here a mango and this one also the lime, so I will use that for her because she choose that one. So this one has too many puree of the melon. Now this one, not too much, I think. Too much din. I really produce too many, my god. Remember, we already put a sugar, a brown sugar. So it's okay because we have ice. Now I will put a little of this lime. Oh, then also here. This one is sweet, ha? So that's why don't put any sugar. Oops. This one I will put here. This is for his lalabs because she doesn't like melon. Formula, his lalab. Too many of this because me and my other friend doesn't like too much sweet. So that's it. So this one later because we're going to wait for her. So, and also the ice is already no more ice. So this is only apple juice. So this is it. I will shake it now. And I will check the taste before I will put this one into the fridge. So I will make later another one for my friend. This is, at least I already prepared the, what do you call this one? Black pearl. So, so these are the 3 items that I made for the snack. I tasted this one already. This one. And this one, not yet. I will just make a comment post. Happy eating!